Hey crew, Angel here again, and guess what time it is? Mail time, mail time, mail time. I have two packages here. I kind of think I know what they are, but let's look inside and see. Alrighty, I'm going to open both packages because I have something to say about both of these packages. A little bit of edumacation maybe. So if you need some edumacation, okie dokie. First up is, I got this cool Mercury head, 1916, MS64. FSB. I'm pretty sure that's like some kind of full bands on the back, but it's in the cool little holder, and it has some pretty cool toning, but yeah, some full bands. But we'll get back to this because this learning and education is on this coin. Let's see. So it's 1852 AU50 brown. And this is a large cent. It's the braided hair large cent. And there's a scratch on the holder. But yeah, it's pretty nice condition. I believe this is like a matron head or something. But yeah, when I was getting these, I decided to look up a little bit into the large cents. And the first type of large cent, which this is not a large cent, but it's a classic head, so the design is the same. This is what the classic head looks like, but I don't have any classic head large cents, but this is what the classic head looks like. And then they start out with this matron head, which here's an example here. The matron head, the face is kind of full and it just seems kind of flat. And some people were complaining, saying like, wow, this is a really ugly depiction of Miss Liberty. So the designer had to go back to the drawing board and they started changing the heads. It's like here, matron head. See, the face is flat. The nose is kind of flat. And then they switched over to this face, which they kind of called it like the braided. And then they went to slim bust head. Sorry about that. And then they have like the silly head, lock at the forehead. I guess that's the hair, the lock of hair. And then they have one, the booby head, which I looked at a bunch of mine, and I think I have all the same heads. Like here's one. I don't know if this is like the petite one or the regular one, but they like thinned out the heads. They don't, so I'm pretty sure all mine is like the same head. They all look similar. And I try to look online to see if anybody had like all the heads, different heads together, and they didn't. So I think I'm going to make it my personal mission to get an example of every type head. There's like so many heads and it's so confusing. but this is the one I just picked up. And it's not real, the red book isn't super helpful to me. So I guess I'm going to have to do like some more research. And I'm going to have to get the silly head and the booby head. And the slim head. And the smashed face matron head. So I guess they called this a matron head. And then when they thinned him up and made her look a little bit more appealing, they changed it to like the braided hair. But yeah, so a lot of different heads, folks, and my head is confused. But yeah, let's go to the Mercury. And here's something that I didn't really know. Oops. Basically, the winged Liberty head or Mercury head says this coin is commonly called the Mercury dime, and it's the representation of liberty. The wings crowning her cap are intended to symbolize liberty of thought. So yeah, I didn't know that. So there's some food for thought. The wings are supposed to represent thought. But here's a good example. Has all the bands, and I'm just going to show you a few more of the certified Mercury head dimes I have. Liberty head, wings of thought. Here's an 18. But yeah, I got the 16 just because it was the first year and it was in pretty good shape. I mean, it's not super expensive or anything, but I just want to show you a few more examples. This one is awesome. I mean, this one's like super blast frosty white. And it's MS66. So yeah. That's a super nice one. Then I have this one, which is kind of like dingy, dirty. It almost has like a, yeah, you can't really see the luster anymore, but it's an MS65. It has almost like a pinkish tint to it. And it's supposed to be full bands. I don't know if I can see. Yeah, that's pretty, if it stays focused, it's pretty crispy on the back. But yeah, this one's a strange color. So like, I have this like super blast crazy white, and then this nicely toned. And let's see if I have a few more examples for you. Here's a couple more examples. Here's the XF, which has no luster, still has some decent details. But then here's the AU example. Has a little bit of luster on it. A little bit of luster left. But yeah, nothing beats. Oh, here's the highest grade one I have. Get it focused. Nothing beats that white, blast white, frosty. It's pretty cheap, I think, for something so high. But I just love the frosty white. That's my preference. It's either nicely colored or frosty white. Nicely colored or frosty white. That's what I like. And the bands. So, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends. And have a good day. Thanks.